welcome a cucumber regular and my sweet mate, Jack O'Malley.
Hello, everyone. So I like doing the cucumber most of the time. Maybe this will be different. But the other day I was playing IM basketball. I play C Hoops, Choops, and this guy was coming at me on the fast break. It was the two of us one-on-one. It's a special moment in basketball. And the guy looks at me and he goes, "Hey man, do you do the cucumber?" I was like, "Oh yeah, like sometimes." He's like, "Oh man, you're really funny." I was like, "Wow, this must be what it's like to be famous," because this is the nicest thing that anyone has ever said to me. Normally when people talk to me about the cucumber, they're like, "Oh yeah, you're the one who does it. You're the guy who looks like Seth Rogen, right?" Which is like deeply hurtful. It really is bad. Or they'll be like, "Oh, you know, I don't think I saw you last time. I left early." I'm like, "You left early? Like I always go I'm one of the first 3 performers every time." When I say left early, I mean I didn't go. I had no interest. So this guy says to me, and I'm absolutely glowing. But then the craziest thing happens. He just rises up and absolutely throws down on me. Like, I have dunks like nothing I've ever seen. Like, the game on the other court stops. Like, people are going crazy. The refs are like, "That's it. We're calling the game." Like, my own teammates come over there like, "Oh man, you suck. Like, you should retire." And it was really tough for me because, like, to give you a sense of what dunking in C Hoops is like, I played in a rec league in high school, and dunking was a technical foul. So if you dunked, the ball was taken away from you, the other team was given 2 points, and the ball. And I really like C Hoops because it's the one time a year that I get to be a little bit above average. Like, normally throughout the year, I'm below average, and I like don't really succeed at things. But once a year, I get to be a little bit better than my peers. And this guy took that away from me. But he also gave me something special when he complimented me. So I would definitely describe the experience as terribly emasculating. And that's sort of the theme of my set. A couple weeks ago, my girlfriend dumped me, actually. And you know, I was really blindsided, and it's tough to be dumped when the reason is that you're underperforming sexually. But you know, I started to think about I've been thinking about like what I miss in the relationship and like what I want. So I did a couple things. First, I renewed my subscription to Maxim magazine, and then I got on Tinder. Because I really wanted to meet people in a deep and meaningful way. And people were like, you know, Tinder, if you're a guy, it's all about your profile. So I got lots of different tips. People were like, be funny. People were like, give exact measurements of your genitals. But finally, people were like, you know, you just gotta say what's important to you. Like, put what's important to you out there. So my Tinder profile is just my SAT score. And I realized that if I really wanted to meet people, I'd have to like go out like and meet like people that I had like seen, like people in my classes and stuff. And one like obvious place was I was in a course this semester called Feminist and Queer Theory. And this is an interesting course because there are 25 people in it. It's an oversubscribed seminar. And 24 of them are women, and one of them is me. I'm a guy, just to clarify. And this class is like really intimidating at times. The people in it are great, like they're very pleasant to be in class with, they're really intelligent, a lot of them are really beautiful. But I often feel sort of out of place in the class because of my gender. So for instance, on the first class we had after shopping period, everyone was going around and saying like why they had decided to take the class. So the first girl was like, well, I feel like this course is like really going to help me in my journey as a woman, and really help me sort of find my identity by reading these incredible authors and understanding the feminist tradition. And everyone was like, yes. Yes. And I was like, uh-oh. What the fuck am I going to say? So, you know, everyone goes around, they say pretty similar things, and finally we get to me, and I'm like, well, technically, this is cross-listed as an English course. And I'm an English major, so this counts towards my major. So that was compelling. Additionally, I like books. I heard this course has books. And I haven't read all the books yet. So I wanted to take this course. Please don't crucify me. So obviously, kind of a rocky start with feminist and queer theory. A couple weeks later, there was sort of a similar thing that happened where the professor was like, someone cracked a joke about second wave feminism, and I'd never heard a joke like that before. So everyone's laughing, and I'm just sitting in the back, very confused, trying to figure out what's going on. And the professor goes, you may joke about the second wave, but actually, if it weren't for the second wave, none of us would be here. And I was like, there's just a moment in the class. And I think my moment was different than the other people's moments, because their moment, I think, was very profound. But my moment was like, I would be here. Because I have a penis. So I raised my hand. I was like, Professor, I just want to clarify like what you mean when you say that. And she looked at me and she said, oh, do you do the cucumber? And then she dunked on me. Then she just threw down.